Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cascade Christian Pavilion, where we have the Cascade Christian Challengers getting set to play the Sutherlin Bulldogs. This is Far West League volleyball action tonight here from the Cascade Christian Pavilion. I'm Jim McCoy. Alongside me, working the camera tonight, a voice familiar to you if you've caught some Challenger soccer games, both boys and girls, Jonathan McCreary. Jonathan, it's good to have you with us tonight.
Thanks, Jim. I'm excited to stand here from the camera side of things and not the play-by-play side of things and kind of see how it is and get some volleyball action going. I haven't done a volleyball game since the tournament last year before the shutdown and everything happened, and well, it's good to be back.
Indeed, it's good to have sports going again. It's also nice that here we have, because of limited seating for games, and in some cases no seating at all, that the partnership between area schools and TableRockSports.net have allowed and made possible the opportunity for folks to follow the action from home, or even get on, maybe I'll put it in a little shameless plug for the Table Rock Sports app, and you can put that on your mobile device, and you can watch a game from anywhere. You know, you can be down, maybe having some dinner or something like that, or, maybe, you're in your room winding down for the night. You can do that. Also, don't forget about the fact that Table Rock Sports is also on YouTube, so you have on-demand video as well.
And it's a lot more convenient than it used to be. You used to have to go on the website and scroll through all the games. And we got our control center up now on the website. And whenever I want to watch games, I go to YouTube. So definitely a lot easier to access for the fans. And just having this resource, I've been told by a lot of people, is just great to have. And we appreciate everybody watching from home. And also the schools for being helpful to us and being warm towards the media. A lot of schools up north aren't letting media members in, so to have Southern Oregon open up to us and still be able to cover these games is awesome.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you if you're native to the area or not, but I think anybody who knows Southern Oregon well knows that local high school sports has a huge following in the area, and they're people that they eat, drink, and sleep this stuff, and it's always well supported. Scholastic athletics is very well supported here in the area, and so I think when you have a situation like that, the idea that there's this feeling of community, that there's this sense of partnership, rather than it being a kind of adversarial relationship, that makes it a lot nicer. I think it's a win-win for the school, for the fans, and of course broadcasters love it too.
Yes, most definitely. And I kind of noticed that when I first got into this, because I played high school football over at North Medford. I was born in Medford. I'm from Medford. And
okay.
First experience with it was Debbie DeSoto doing the North Medford games, and he was very educational and wanted to kind of show me the ropes, and I thought that was really cool. So it was nice to be able to get into this and cover the sports that I used to play and the ones I used to watch around here in the area.
Right.
Nothing like it.
You bet. Well, we welcome you to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, today featuring the Cascade Christian Challengers versus the Sutherlin Bulldogs. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grace Cascade Christian School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett's the executive producer for events on TableRockSports.net. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy, so please let them know you appreciate their support. And also please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. And I love it. You get the notifications on your phone. So once you've loaded the video up, I know that it happens to be there. Our pregame is brought to you by Bill's Glass. Bill's Glass is the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. You might be wondering, it's like, well, isn't the match supposed to be starting at 6? Well, what we've had happen, and such was the case tonight, our fellow league schools from up north, up in the Roseburg area, they've had a number of their matches canceled because of COVID risks and things associated with it. So I know about a couple weeks ago we were seeing a Douglas team that was playing its first league game, although the Challengers had already played 6 or 7 by that point. So when they get down here and they have the opportunity to play, what they've been doing at the junior varsity level is been allowing those kids to get the extra action in and get some playing time, get a season in, and gain that experience that's going to serve them well down the road. Mm-hmm. So we're a little ways out from here. What we'll do is we'll take an opportunity to recognize those who sponsor Table Rock Sports. Jim McCoy, Jonathan McCreary, you see up on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We're a little ways out from the start of tonight's match, but it's going to be a fun one, and we'll tell you more about what's coming up after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
My Circle K powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Okay, welcome back. We're just, you can see we're about 20 minutes away from the start of tonight's match. We were talking a little bit earlier about the fact that tonight's match is getting off to a little bit later start as the Bulldogs, coming down from an area that's been hit a little bit harder by COVID, is, had limited opportunity to play. So when they get one like tonight, they're going to let them get some extended time and an opportunity to gain experience, as of course a lot of these youngsters will be moving up to the varsity level.
Yeah, we see that a lot in football. I remember playing as a swing JV player and be able to travel with the varsity players and get in sometimes, and just having that experience as this team starts to progress over the next couple of years, that bit of experience that they're getting now while a couple players are out, they're going to use that. This team's going to grow awfully quick.
You bet, you bet. Well, talking about players that are being out, the Challengers will be missing a few of their familiar faces this evening that out of town. This is, well, you figure ordinarily volleyball players don't have to think of these kind of things. That typically in a typical year they play in the fall. Yep. And you really, by the time Thanksgiving break rolls around, volleyball season's, is over, and you don't have to think about that. Well, you figure it's been, particularly for football, I don't think there was ever much doubt that soccer would get their seasons in. But as far as volleyball and football goes, it was really touch and go. Volleyball, because of the fact that it's an indoor sport. So, you have a situation where now they're in the middle of a league season. However, it's spring break this week, and especially a lot of those senior girls, they're traveling with their families, and that might be the last opportunity they have to vacation with mom and dad before they go off to college next year. But so tonight we won't see Kara Palmer or Janie Keniston. We also won't be seeing Hannah Stanfield or Taylor Cave. But what it does do, Jonathan, is it gives a freshman setter like Molly Griffin, who's kind of the heir apparent to that setter spot, gives her a chance to play this evening. Callie Sweem, who's a junior, ordinarily comes off the bench for Cascade. She'll get an opportunity to get extended playing time tonight. Also in the lineup, you have Ellie Harrington wearing number 8 for Cascade Christian. She's a sophomore. And then we also have players like Maddie Carter and Madison Todd, who will get a chance to play this evening. In that mix with the seniors, such as Maddie Strain, who wears number 2 for the Challengers, their libero, along with Millie Croy, their defensive specialist, and then Ani Farmer, who's just a real force in the middle as a middle blocker. So, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. It's safe to say last year Sutherlin swept the Challengers in league play and ended up being the number 1 seed out of the Far West League.
And Sutherlin always tough. I remember doing the tournament about a year and a half ago. Sutherlin, they came to play every time. Didn't matter where they had to travel. It's just a tough team almost every year. We'll see how the Challengers can operate against them today.
Well, you mentioned one of the things that you've enjoyed. Of course, you had the 6A school experience as a player, but one of the things that with the smaller, the lower levels that you see a lot of multi-sport athletes. So a lot of these girls that have been really good in volleyball, we'll see those same girls being good in the game of basketball.
Yep.
And, you saw that a little bit covering the Challenger boys soccer team last week. A few basketball players like Nathan Spurlock and Ryan Crowell and some of those guys, out there that really, when you get down to it, I know with that boys team, you're talking about there might be 4, maybe 5 dedicated soccer players that's their deal. But the rest of them, they're multi-sport guys. So
yeah, you got these multi-sport guys coming in like, hey, I'll play soccer.
Yeah,
my basketball's not going on right now, and
right.
A lot of them end up being pretty decent at soccer too, and these secondary sports. And I know the Aldrich Bros for St. Mary's over there play their main sport is football, and they go play basketball too, and it's similar in a lot of different places like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then as for the Bulldogs, we mentioned that, of course, last year they ended up being the number 1 seed out of the Far West League. This year, the two teams met just a couple of weeks back, and the Challengers swept them. And this Bulldogs roster is a lot younger than it used to be. Looking at the roster as it sits right now, they have 1 senior.
Maybe a sign of change here as the Challengers are going to try to take that mantle away. You're going to have that number 1 gap open for a team just to fill. So good a chance as any here for Cascade Christian.
Absolutely. So it'll be interesting tonight to see how this match differs from the first meeting between these two teams. The good news is, and I think it's always a testament to continuity, and I think it's the reason why Sutherlin has had success over the years, that they've managed to keep their coaches in place over the years. When you step into that program, you know what to expect. and you know what's coming for the next several years to come. And you have the same thing with Cascade with Coach Rob Klecker, who's been with the Challenger program for about 10 years now, and he's got a good pipeline of players. He's got a good funnel of talent coming up, and they're going to get a chance to show that in a way that they might not ordinarily. In fact, this isn't going to be their only match this week. Not only are we showing you tonight's match, but they'll be in action again on Thursday night against South Umpqua.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see what they have here, and maybe a little more even than their last matchup due to all the young players playing for Cascade Christian. So odds might be a little even for both teams. They're going to have a lot of young players facing off against each other. Well,
the Challengers right now riding a crazy wave, but I think we knew that this team came in, that they would be good this year, that those senior girls who had an earlier than usual exit as juniors last year are thinking, they're used to competing, and as you can, you look up on the wall as far as state championships within the last 4 years. The Challengers have won 2 state championships. They've been a runner-up on a third occasion. Then, like I said, last year they made the playoffs, but ended up kind of running into a wall, in that first-round matchup, and they got bounced out. And I think that they wanted to come in here maybe with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and that's what they've done. They've won something like 4 or 5 matches in a row in straight sets.
Yeah.
So not only are they winning, but they're winning in dominant fashion. And I look at this team tonight. It'll be helpful that Farmer is there in the power game. Maddie Carter, who's a freshman, she's playing exclusively varsity soccer. I think there might be enough of a blend out on the floor that there might be an expectation by the Challengers that they're going to go out and play winning soccer tonight. Volleyball tonight. I'm sure the Bulldogs are very aware of the opportunity that they might have to steal one in the Challengers' house.
Maybe what to exploit and kind of expect, and they've seen some of these girls here before, and then they can look around and be like, well, there's a couple new faces. Maybe it's something we can take advantage of today.
You bet.
And I'm sure Cascade will try to avoid that using their system.
You know it. Well, what we'll do is right now we will go ahead and go to break. And then when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of tonight's ball game here on Table Rock Sports.
I think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, we're about 12 minutes away from the start of tonight's match. The Sutherlin Bulldogs warming up out on the floor as we speak. Jim McCoy along with Jonathan McCrary. And looking forward to seeing some of these younger players get an opportunity to step up and see what they can get done. Meanwhile, the Sutherlin Bulldogs coming in, used to being kind of the top dog in the league, and you know they played each other just a couple of weeks back, and there was there was a third set where Sutherlin was able to fight their way back into it and make the match interesting for a little bit, but the challengers were able to prevail. So.
And you said they swept those sets?
Mm-hmm. So it will be a little bit different ball game tonight.
Yeah, nowhere to go but up if you're Sutherlin here in this game.
You bet. You bet. We want to remind you, of course, there's a full slate of action going on this week that you can catch on Table Rock Sports. We're just taking a look at maybe some of the action that you can catch. For example, I know tomorrow the Cascade Christian boys will be in action against St. Mary's, so the crosstown rivals will be going at it tomorrow. And then along with that, we have volleyball. Sutherland's going to pay a visit to St. Mary's, and that will be at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and there'll be video streamed here. We also have football coming up on Friday night. Eagle Point visiting South Bedford. We were talking a little bit among ourselves a little bit about how those 5A schools have been finding action by playing some of their old league opponents who are now in the 6A ranks.
Yeah, their local counterparts, and running into maybe a little bit of trouble with some of the bigger schools, and then in other cases playing them close. I know Crater. And I think, to finish my thought, I think having the benefit of playing in camps with some of these other 6A teams has helped in the years past. And just the ability to play is great, but you do see some mismatches here with just the specific local play.
Right. Well, we experienced a little bit of that. The soccer program, boys soccer, was able to, in the fall, schools from the 6A down to the 3A got together and played each other, and that's where you definitely saw the different, you know, where the numbers would sometimes for a smaller school be a little bit much to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got the full rotations, and you got 3 or 4 guys coming off the bench versus a full squad coming off. Start to wear down a little bit.
Well, I know that Andy Maurer, who used to coach the Challengers football team, would talk about, you know, the difference between his program at Cascade and that at South Medford. He said South Medford, they'll have, you know, at Cascade we'll have about 10 guys who can really play. Mm-hmm. And then he said, but then South, they'll have 30 guys who can really play. And, you know, so you will see. And that separation won't necessarily, because if you have one-on-one matchups, you might be able to take your best player from a 3A team against the best player from a 6A team, and it might be pretty even.
Yeah.
That 3A player might even be better in some cases.
You can even see that in basketball, like we were talking about before. Like, you can almost get away with having some of these lower-seeded teams or lower. I don't want to say skill, because they have skill, maybe just lower division teams going up against 6A teams, and they can kind of keep pace for a while up until the subs come in. And we're seeing that in NCAA tournament right now, all the upsets. But football, it's just a lot different. You got those full squads coming in, and it's a lot to overcome when it's a 22-man
Right.
On both side sport.
Right. And then, heaven forbid, should injuries come into play, then you really begin to see it. So the buzzer sounds, and now the home challengers will get a chance to take the floor and get their warm-ups in before the start of tonight's match. And Jonathan's working his camera this way. As the challengers, there you see toward the bottom left of your screen, Callie Swaim, junior. Ahead of hers, Molly Griffin, a freshman. Also have Madison Todd in there, number 6. And then we also have Ani Farmer, one of the 3 Challenger seniors who are here tonight. Number 2, Maddie Strains, the other one of the other seniors. Millie Croy, number 15, who just touched that ball, is another senior that we will see in action for Cascade. But, not a lot of numbers on the bench this evening, and so they'll get a chance to grind it out here, and it'll be fun to watch them play. After watching Cascade really dominate for a couple of weeks, we could see a little bit different flavor and maybe a match that's a little more competitive, but also a really great opportunity for some of these, for lack of a better term, lesser lights to shine this evening. So that will be fun to check out. We'll go ahead and take another break right now, and that'll give us a chance to say thanks to our sponsors. You're watching high school volleyball action, the Challengers and the Bulldogs, right here on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Jim McCoy along with Jonathan McCreary. And also we want to take a moment to recognize those that are sponsors of Challenger Athletics. For example, our presenting sponsor this year is George Fox University. We thank them for partnering with Cascade Christian this season. Their sponsorship helps fund another year of Challenger athletics. George Fox offers more than 60 majors, minors, and pre-professional programs, so there's a field of study for everyone. When you start exploring colleges, start with George Fox University. Then there are a whole array of other sponsors of Challenger athletics at the platinum level: Dialed Laser Concepts, the Dove Radio, and A-Plus Pools. At the gold level, Wilson Equipment, the Human Being, Deep Woods Embroidery, and Winters Electric. At the purple level, Reese Electric, Dairy Queen, and Shady Cove Family Dentistry. Teams out on the floor warming up, getting ready for play this evening. Again, the JV match, they let them have a little extra time to play this evening, and so this one's starting a little bit later than it might ordinarily. But you know, it's spring break, Jonathan. It's a great day, and really it's just a good day to be out, tee it up, and see what the kids can do.
Yeah, it's such a nice day outside, and it's weird to have fall sports here in the spring. We got a volleyball spring edition today. I've said that all soccer season, too, just the fact that these sports are here in the middle of the nice weather. A bit weird. I would have liked to have played a season in the spring, but a good day as any to see some volleyball action between these two teams.
Well, you know, I always said that if there was a positive side to having fall sports in the spring, is that the weather gets nicer as the season goes on instead of going the other direction. How many times have you gone and played a playoff game in the freezing cold or the rainy weather?
I remember going up to Tigard and just freezing conditions and just this thick fog sitting onto the field. It was kind of miserable, but if we do get a postseason here in this season, we're going to have some pretty nice weather to look forward to for the playoffs.
That's for sure. Well, both teams are now getting ready to take their positions at the benches. We can see time beginning to wind down. The pregame show is brought to you by Bill's Glass. Bill's Glass is the clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. And you just heard the Sutherlin girls over in the corner cheering and yelling to get themselves ready. We see the flag beginning to be unfurled as we get ready for the national anthem. And then also along with that, there will be the introduction of tonight's starting lineup by, I tell you what, these guys, Man of Mall Hats, Athletic Director Nate Maben, also serving as public address this evening.
He used to be my coach, freshman, when I went to North.
Oh, wow. Time flies. So I'll go ahead and get this crowd mic turned up here.
Before we get started this evening, will you please stand with me for a word of prayer followed by playing on the national anthem. Dear Father, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity once again to get together this evening and play the game of volleyball. Pray that you be with each one of these girls out here as they compete, that you give them the ability to just perform to the best of their abilities. Pray for our coaches and officials and the parents in the stands, that we all do our jobs as well. Pray that whatever you say and whatever we do here tonight will glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen. Please stand with me for the playing of the national anthem. now for our starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Sutherlin High School. Starting at center, sophomore, number 1, Michaela Murphy. Also starting at center, junior, number 2, Tiana Murphy. Outside hitter, junior, number 5, KB Rutledge. Middle blocker, junior, number 6, Mallory Turner. Starting at defensive specialist, sophomore, number 8, Haley Schmolt. Starting at middle blocker, senior, number 9, Amy Dickover. And also starting as defensive specialist, junior, number 11, Erica McDonald. The Bulldogs are head coached by Kathy Rice, assistant by Jennifer Wall. And now, for your Cascade Christian Challengers. Starting at libero, senior, number 2, Maddie Strain. Starting at middle blocker, freshman, number 6, Madison Todd. Starting at defensive specialist, sophomore, number 8, Ellie Harrington. Also starting at outside hitter, freshman, number 9, Madeline Carter. Also starting at defensive specialist, junior, number 10, Callie Sweet. Starting at setter, freshman, number 11, Molly Griffin. Starting at middle blocker, senior, number 13, Ani Walker. Skylar Harrington. Our position tonight, Richard Nicholson, in our 2 position, Pat Connick.
All right, we're getting ready for action here. The starting lineups for both teams announced this evening, so here we are, all set to go. See the challengers who are unbeaten on the season, see if they can keep that streak alive, and meanwhile the Bulldogs see if they can't maybe exact a little bit of vengeance after falling to the challengers here just a couple of weeks ago. And it's always interesting as the season progresses, you know as a player that you want to keep getting better game by game. And sometimes it's interesting at this juncture of the season to see if there isn't somebody that maybe hasn't taken, an even further step, that their rate of improvement has been such that they really end up coming on late.
Yeah, and at this point, with a bunch of new faces, you might even run into some diamonds in the rough kind of players, and coach might not know what they had until they're seeing it out here for the first time. And Cascade's going to have a chance here to get some in-game action going and see what they got with this next squad.
Getting set to serve now, the Sutherlin. You can see them in their blue uniforms with white numerals. Challengers in their black uniforms with purple numerals. It's Tiana Murphy, the junior setter. Her serve is up, met by Carter. It grazes the net. And Sutherlin gets on the board first. Murphy setting it is Griffin for Farmer. And just like that, the challengers tie it up.
So a quick back and forth already.
Griffin with service. Across it goes. Set up for the Bulldogs. Carter keeps it alive. There's strain for Cascade. Across it goes. And a nice play by Sutherlin. We see there near the ball Gabby Cook and Amy Dickover. Sutherlin up 2-1 on your John L. Scott scoreboard. Griffin setting it up for Sweem. Across it goes. Sweem there at the net. Murphy goes across. Griffin sets it up. And the point goes Sutherland's way as they go up 3-1. Griffin the Farmer, a little finesse move. And the challengers draw within one. Opening set of tonight's match, which, again, if you're tuning in late, is getting a late start after a lengthy JV match. Murphy sets it up for Rutledge. Sweem gets it across for Cascade. Griffin with the set. They're trying to make a play as Harrington. Griffin, Sweem. Up there goes Murphy with the feed. Griffin. Challengers will have to get it across, and they do. And Sutherlin prevails.
Really weathered that one.
Yeah, they did. You can just see that one thing you don't have nearly as much of tonight is the challenger power game that the likes of Palmer, Stanfield, and Keniston often provide. You have Farmer there, but you don't have nearly the numbers. But here, Cascade gets it back. And it'll be Ellie Harrington, her dad Skylar, challenger assistant coach. Jump serve. Taken by Smolt. Challengers knotted up as ruling goes their way. Harrington, a deep serve on this one. Rutledge, though, her return ends up in the net. And now the challengers are up by one. Nice play at the net for Cascade Christian. One thing you don't have with guys sports, you don't have to worry so much about a ponytail obscuring a number. But it looked like their nice play by Madison Todd. Griffin setting it up for Todd. Ball ends up across the net. And Sutherlin.
And that ended 4 straight points by Cascade. Or 3, I should say.
Back to serve, Michaela Murphy. Strain to Griffin. And it ends up in the net. Couldn't quite get it over. So we're knotted up at 6. Strain, Griffin, Sweem. And she had enough mustard on that one to bust it through and split the seam on the Bulldog side. Jonathan, I've let the fans in on the joke a little bit that I'm not real steeped on volleyball experience, so don't be surprised if I end up borrowing phraseology from other sports.
That's fine by me. I'm in the similar boat there, but I'm always willing to learn.
Yeah, and we're learning together. Billy Croy checking into the match for Cascade as Sweem will get a rest. Millie Croy, well, I tell you what, that just went over. And the point goes Cascade's way. So diving effort by the Challenger senior defensive specialist, which puts the Challengers up by 1.
That was an impressive dive there. Didn't know how that one got over the net.
Strain. Her serve ends up out of bounds. Now we'll have a sub into the game for Sutherlin. Erica Mcdonald coming in as Kaylee Cuxhausen comes out. Rutledge with the serve. Griffin. And a nice play by Maddie Carter. Now, to me, there's a lot of fine athletes on this roster that are underclassmen, but Maddie, as a freshman, has been very impressive. Her serve goes across. Deep it goes, but Carter's there. So her fellow freshman, Griffin. And the Challengers get the point.
That one bounced off the basketball hoop on the roof.
Yeah, every now and then you see it go up in the rafters and creating havoc. Farmer puts the Challengers up by 3. There will be timeout called. Your John L. Scott scoreboard. You can see Challengers leading the first set by 3. We'll be back in 60 seconds on TableRockSports.net.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Challenger serve by Carter. She's there for the return. Griffin sets it for Farmer, but a nice block at the net by Dickover. Farmer, I tell you what, that's been a matchup to watch so far this evening. And the Bulldogs get this one. Back to serve will be Tiana Murphy. Right-handed serves. Griffin sets it up for Farmer. Taken by the Bulldogs, but this one goes out of bounds. Smart play by Croy, because you know there's that hustle component that makes one make a play on the ball, but just to let it go, let it drop, and you get the point.
Takes a lot of self-control to do that, too.
Yeah, it does. Griffin, across it goes. Michaela Murphy there. And once again, Amy Dickover bringing it for the Bulldogs tonight, and now she'll serve. Strain, Griffin, Farmer. Again, it's blocked at the net, but still alive. It's tipped away. Carter keeps it alive. And the Challengers prevail.
Just that extra effort.
Yeah, these youngsters say, hey, we can get it done.
And you mentioned Carter before.
Good hustler. And Carter there once again. Unfortunately, it takes, if you're a Challenger fan, that is, it goes out off to the side, and now the Bulldogs within 2 as Erica Mcdonald gets ready. Strain, Griffin, and Todd. I'll tell you, one of the things that jumps out at you, Mallory Turner making a play, is that There's a lot of height on this Sutherlin team.
Mm-hmm. I was going to mention that before the game, just looking at the lineup.
That serve a little too deep, though.
I think it served them well so far on the front end, and Cascade making use of their speed, getting to balls, and
they do have a lot of that. Play by Carter. Bulldogs able to keep it alive. Well, that return ends up in the net as the Challengers go up by 3. Ellie Harrington, sophomore. I helped coach middle school track a couple of years ago, and Ellie, one of our talented athletes that went out for track. Challengers, that one falls in for them as they go up by 4.
And so far, so good for this young squad.
They've been true to the test. Griffin there to keep it alive. She'll send it over. And Murphy's there. Libero to Libero. Griffin. Carter. And right there is Madison Todd for the Challengers. And this return goes the Challengers' way as they now go up by 5 here in the opening set on your John L. Scott scoreboard. Strain there to try to make a play on it.
That was a line drive.
Yeah, it was. Ready to serve Michaela Murphy. Michaela, a sophomore. The other Murphy, Tiana Murphy, a junior. Her serve ends up in the net. Challengers, who are now up by 5. Callie Swaim, junior, who also plays basketball, in to serve. And the Bulldogs drop this one in. You get within 4.
Couple unforced errors back-to-back for both teams. Seeing a couple serves from Sutherlin go into the net. Got the juice on that one, though.
Griffin. Carter tried to finesse it over, but there again, Dick over, putting that height to work, and she gets her team within 3. Griffin. Point for Sutherlin. Strain, Griffin, Carter. Little improvisation on the fly. Ball goes out of bounds. Madison Todd comes out. Ani Farmer in.
You know, the benches do a good job of keeping a count of how many times the ball's been touched. I don't know if I was in there, if I'd be able to remember.
You saying you would be one of those baseball guys that will run off the field after 2 outs?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Not my sport.
Farmer there with a little finesse play, and it ends up falling to the floor on the Bulldogs side as the Challengers now up by 4.
Run out of the stadium on the 7th inning stretch and don't come back.
Nice block by Farmer. You see Farmer and Carter there for the Challengers. Ani Farmer, the senior, wearing number 16. Now, I got to be thinking she's got to be right at about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I would say just about.
Kept alive by Sutherlin.
That height is helping near the net.
Challengers extend their lead to 5. Timeout called on your John L. Scott scoreboard. You can see the Challengers lead in this one. We'll be back after this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Back at the pavilion, the Challengers looking to try to close this one out, up by 6 in the opening set.
And a bit of a late start here. We got started around 6:35.
Millie Croy with the play on it. Now she'll try to get it across, and she does. Strain there. And at the last minute, you can kind of tell that little bit of hesitation on Harrington's part.
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication between a couple players.
So the Bulldogs will have service down by 5, but the Challengers trying to close out this opening set. Serving for Sutherlin.
And just when it looked like Cascade was winding down the set, Sutherlin making a little run here. Just as I say that.
The Challenger fans are saying, tell me more. All right. Maddie Carter. And she just drops that in for the ace.
That was close.
Yeah, it was. But some of them you learn really quickly that they have some really nice control on their serve. And that will drop in for Sutherlin, who keeps it alive. Now down at 19-24. Here's Tiana Murphy. Nice play by Carter. Todd, across it goes. Murphy. There's Carter. Griffin. And a double tap called against Cascade. Challengers on the verge of taking that first set, but Sutherlin going toe-to-toe. Strain. Griffin. Play there by Harrington on the return. And Farmer dropped it in, but Sutherlin there to keep it alive. Strain, Griffin, Harrington, and the Challengers take the first set.
Yeah, that little soft tap is like the basketball equivalent of like pulling the chair almost. Get ready for the spike and just tap it over.
So after the first set, the Challengers now go up 1-0, taking that first set 25-20. And of course, one of our sponsors for Table Rock Sports is My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. My Circle K, morning motivation, crunching your lunch, and fuel for your road trip. Stick around, we'll have more volleyball coming your way on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
To get from here to there. By using public transit, bicyclists can go farther, save money, and improve the environment. RVTD. Here to get you there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, we're getting ready for the start of the second set. Molly Griffin with service for Cascade. Griffin drops it in, and Rutledge is there to meet it. Carter keeps it alive. Griffin sets it up for Harrington, and they drop that one in as challengers draw first blood here in the second set, up 1-0. Molly Griffin. She's also a long jumper in track.
So a fantastic athlete all around.
Yes. Doesn't hurt that her dad, Jeremiah, is one of the assistants in the track program over at North.
Mm-hmm. So an athletic family then.
Yes. Her older brother, Parker, who graduated last year, was a cross-country runner.
And she is a freshman, correct?
Yes. So plenty more years left. But volleyball and track is kind of her thing. I don't know if she's found a winter sport yet, although she probably did really. I bet you she would be good on a basketball court.
Yeah, I would think so too. But definitely good news to have her contributing so early here in her career for this Cascade staff.
You bet. Nice play there by Smolt to keep it alive. And Farmer. Smolt once again off the back line. Then a power return by Ani Farmer.
And
as the challengers go up 3-1. Farmer, Smolt there to meet it, and ball ends up falling in front of Michaela Murphy as the challengers extend their lead to 4-1. Murphy, but there is Carter for the challengers. Farmer, Sweem, across it goes. Have a little volley going here, back and forth. Molly to Harrington. Carter's there. Griffin setting it up. This time going to go to Sweem. And the ball, looked like it went into the net there. And the challengers make it 5-1 here in the second. Farmer. This one ends up line drive into the net. Ani Farmer, transfer from Ashland. for her final year of high school. One of 7 Challenger seniors recognized last week for senior night. Griffin, Carter, Murphy. Oh, nice play by Sutherlin and Mallory Turner. Kick over. Harrington, Griffin. Just grazes the net and going over. And it falls in front of Griffin.
And that short serve just a few moments ago sparked the Sutherlin team, got them right back into this set after starting down 5-1.
Isn't it interesting how this ends up being a game of runs?
Yeah, a lot like basketball in that way. You'll see a team start to put the hurt on the other team, and it just takes that little bit of spark to get them going again. And we have a tied set.
5-all. Dick over with service for Sutherlin. And that one ends up taking a spin backwards on Maddie Carter. Match now at 6-5. Challenger ahead on sets, 1-0. Harrington. Carter. Little power on display there. And Sutherlin now up by 2.
That's now 6 straight for the Bulldogs.
Tried to make a play there for the Challengers. Unfortunately, nobody there. Challengers now trail by 3. Griffin trying to make a play. Can't make it go. Dick over. Griffin. Harrington. And the Challengers stem the tide. That'll be Ellie Harrington for Cascade, number 8. Ball's up in the air. Griffin. And it looked like Todd might have mistimed that jump. Serving is Erica Mcdonald. Strain there to meet it. Griffin sets it up. Bulldogs on a run, and at this moment in time, Coach Clacker wanting to talk it over. We'll take a timeout. On your time, John L. Scott scoreboard, you can see Bulldogs lead 11-6 here in the second.
To get from here to there. By using public transit, bicyclists can go farther, save money, and improve the environment. RVTD. Here to get you there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind, or discovering a place that feeds your hunger, where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore? So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
You need to get from here to there. Using public transit to get to and from work gives you peace of mind and can save you money. RVTD. Here to get you there.
Away at the break, serve by the Bulldogs goes out of bounds. Challengers down by 4, but an opportunity to get back in this one. Swain, nice serve toward the back line. Strain, and ball goes to the floor. Sutherlin now up by 5 as Josie Vermillion gets ready to check in. Strain kept alive by Todd. Rutledge now for Harrington. And Sutherlin watches it go out of bounds, and now they're up by 6. Their largest lead of the match tonight. Griffin gets it across. But a nice block there at the net by Maddie Carter. Double tap results in a point for Cascade. As now Maddie Strain gets ready to go. Good serve. Croy wisely lets it fall out of bounds. And Strain getting ready to go again. Return just a little too deep. But here we go now. We saw Sutherland on a run, and the Challengers with one of their own as they draw within 3.
A game of runs, you said.
Rutledge, but somehow Mallory able to keep it alive. Ball ends up in the net.
And I couldn't really see, but that one might have actually went back enough to go out of play. But they did keep it in.
Now Smolt with the serve. Carter unable to make the play, so Smolt will get ready to do it again for the Bulldogs. Griffin sets it up. Nice play there by Farmer. And a nice block at the net. Ani Farmer. Challengers try to get it back over, but unsuccessful, and now Katie Rutledge. Harrington, Griffin, back to Harrington. Sutherland trying to set up the return. Griffin. And Strain gets it across. Oh.
And it continues.
And after all of that, the Challengers pick up a point and draw within 4.
They had to earn that one.
That's for sure. Griffin. Dicker over there. And they'll end up calling Farmer for the carry. Bulldogs now up by 5 here in the second. Trailing on sets 1-0. Sweem checks in for the challengers. Griffin trying to make a play, but it ends up over at the scorer's table. But that serve is up short. And now Farmer ready to serve for Cascade. Strain comes out. Todd is into the match. Farmer. Good muscular serve, but just a little too long. Sutherlin now up by 6.
That wasn't a very long break.
Griffin. Sweem with the play, and Cascade getting a much needed point. Number 8 is Ellie Harrington. Smolt setting up the return. And a brilliant power play by Sutherlin. Mallory Turner. Griffin sets it up for Sweem. That ends up in the net. Bulldogs now up by 7. Kaylee Cuxhausen. Harrington. That one just too deep. And the Bulldogs looking at trying to tie things up here. John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Bulldogs in front. We'll be back after this timeout on Table Rock.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Back at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. Challengers trail by 8 here in the second set. That serve ends up in the net. And Kelly Sweem, the junior, getting ready to go. You can just tell that this Sutherlin team, their power game's in fine form tonight.
And waking up a little bit here in the second set after the first one.
Millie Croy checks in as Sweem comes out. Coach Rob Klecker giving instructions to Madison Todd. Griffin sets it up. Todd with a play at the net. Harrington. Strain. Gets it across. That return just a little long.
Probably good she didn't hit that one.
A wise choice. Challengers now draw within 6.
Trying to make a late rally here in the set.
Ball just seems to hang into the air forever. Griffin setting it up. Carter, well played. Challengers within 5. Griffin goes across for Carter. Farmer tries to get it deep. Ball out of bounds. Challengers within 4 at 23-19. Nice play at the net for Cascade. Sometimes it just takes a gentle touch.
Yep. And both teams in the 20s now here.
And now one more point is all the Bulldogs need to end that straight set run by Cascade. Challengers keep it alive. And the Bulldogs take the second. So now we're tied up at 1 set apiece on your John L. Scott Real Estate scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll return with more high school volleyball on Table Rock Sports.
My Circle K powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
As you can see, we're tied up at 1 set apiece in tonight's match between Cascade Christian and Sutherlin. The challengers, short 4 of their senior leaders this evening, taking on a formidable opponent in Sutherlin. They took the first set 25-20, but then Sutherlin turned right around and got a good run going midway through the second set and didn't turn loose of it. Jim McCoy here along with Jonathan McCrary, reminding you that there will be boys soccer action here on Table Rock tomorrow between Cascade Christian and St. Mary's. Griffin. Farmer. I think that was what you call a no-doubter.
Yep, and a great start here in the third set.
Molly Griffin, challenger setter. Smolt there to meet it. Play at the net. This one goes Sutherlin's way. Tied up at 1 apiece. Good block at the net by Ani Farmer, and now she'll go back to serve as the challengers go up 2-1. This one goes up on the rafters. Sutherlin valiantly trying to make a diving play. There was Tiana Murphy, but challengers prevailed. Farmer, across it goes to Griffin. Dropping that one in is Ellie Harrington. So now the challengers are up 3. Ball ends up into the net. And I'm just thinking about what we talked about earlier. It's the challengers on a run right now. Mm-hmm. And it just seems like, you're in that spot. You start to get into a zone and everything goes your way.
Yeah, just like the last set, though, right as soon as you get it into that zone, seems like the other team gets ready to make their own run.
That's right. Well, I always know in basketball you always hear about coaches talking about, okay, they're making their run. Just weather this storm. Don't get away from what it is that you do. Farmer sets it up for Griffin, now to Harrington. And the challengers now up 7-1.
Yeah, it's important to kind of keep your composure, keep your head, and keep your mind in the game when the other team's going on a run like this, just to be able to put up points when you need to.
Carter sets it up. Griffin, across it goes from Todd. Farmer there to meet it. And the ball goes to the floor. Challengers now up 8-1. Callie Sweem saying, take that.
This is definitely how they wanted to start this set.
Into the match, Jada Gray. Kaylee Cuxhausen comes out. Looked a little dangerous there for the Bulldogs for a moment, but they get through, and this ball, it just seemed like it just kind of spun around there on the net for a few seconds. And right now, Sutherlin wanting to call a timeout. Your John L. Scott scoreboard shows the challengers on an early run here. We'll be back with more on Table Rock Sports.
In our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver The perfect 3-egg omelet.
Back here at the pavilion, Challengers up 9-1. Griffin sets it up. Nice play. That was Maddie Todd on it to make it 10-1. Far different story in the third set for Cascade than in the second.
And they got off to that quick start in the second as well, starting 5-1, and then Sutherlin able to kind of bring it back and then put their mark on the set later.
And now they will have an opportunity to do that once again. Griffin. Todd. Return hit just a little too hard. Jada Gray back behind the line serving for Sutherlin. Strain, Griffin. Madison Todd. That one ends up out of play. Gray, Strain, Griffin. Sweem there. And it looked like a good block there by Todd, but Sutherlin comes away with that point. Todd, Griffin, net ball. Trailing 10-1. Now the Sutherlin Bulldogs on a 5-point run.
And that's all it takes.
Strain. And on the play, I believe that was Harrington that got that one well placed. And now she'll serve for Cascade Christian. Nice play by the Challengers. Call goes against the Challengers. Now Bulldogs within 4. Here's Michaela Murphy, number 1 for Sutherlin. Griffin, Strain, across it goes. Addie Carter, but kept alive by Turner. And Sweem's attempt at a return ends up in the net as the Bulldogs draw within 3. Now that Challenger leads down to 2.
And it started out 10-1.
So Sutherlin on the comeback trail. Griffin. This time, though, the return ends up over the back line. Cascade picks up the point. Service goes back their way. Good serve by Swain. Griffin sets it up. But Sutherlin there. Smolt with the good play. The Challengers now up by 4 in the third set. Bulldogs get a break. Millie Croy checking in as Sweem comes out. But that attempt at service winds up in that ball. Maddie Strain, one of 3 Challenger seniors in action this evening. Rutledge trying to keep it alive. Griffin, Carter, up high it goes. Try it once again, and it just lands inbounds. Back line ends up being kind of a danger zone for Cascade. Sutherlin picking up the point, drawing within 4. Rutledge ready to serve. And the Challengers get it back. Now up by 5. Net ball, Challengers now up by 6, 17-11. That lineup for you. Ellie Harrington up there up front along with Ani Farmer, number 13, and Molly Griffin, number 11. Millie Croy and Maddie Strain in the back, along with Maddie Carter. Double tap call against Sutherlin. And the Challenger advantage is now 7. Carter. Nice strong serve. Griffin will set it up. And that one just a little too strong. Sutherland gets it back, trailing by 6. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Thank you, Jonathan. My bad. Now we see the action a little more clearly. Nice play by Ellie Harrington. And now Callie Sween comes in as Millie Croy comes out. Griffin serve. Dick over there. And Harrington's attempt into the net. It goes. Amy Dickover, who's really been a force for Sutherland this evening, prepares to serve it. Griffin. Sutherland keeping the ball alive. Nice play by Ani Farmer. And the Challengers break the teens and go up by 7. Farmer, her serve just grazes the net. Farmer there, Griffin setting it up. Across it goes, off of Todd. And a powerful return. Mallory Turner and the Bulldogs within 6. Griffin, Sween. There's Jada Gray. Griffin. And the Challengers prevail. Now up by 6. One of the things I like is how the viewers can kind of see what's going on, but it's really interesting to watch some of the Challenger plays and the way they try to set things up. Swing. Her attempted return is short. Bulldogs. We took it off. Challengers now. Their lead is 4. Griffin tries to keep it alive. Over to Carter it goes. Cannot get this one over. John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Challengers up by 3 in the third, and we'll be back with more here on Table Rock Sports.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com.
(21-18). Sutherlin picking up a point. We get 21-19. They drop that one in, and now it's 21-20.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier, just weathering that run. Sutherland's been able to do that here.
Griffin. Carter. Over to Smolt. Strain keeps it alive. Griffin does the same. Across it goes. And the Challengers with a valiant effort. Nice play all around to come away with a point that extends their lead now to 2. A little discussion going on out on the floor. Kelly Swain getting ready to serve for Cascade Christian. Looked like something really bizarre kind of happened there, like Farmer tried to get in before the play got underway, but I am really not sure what happened there. Croy comes in. The Bulldogs trailing now just by 1. Croy, Griffin. Nice play there at the net. Sutherlin keeping the ball alive, but it goes out. Challengers now up by 2. Todd comes out. We have Farmer up front now along with Griffin. Strain gets it across. Strain, Griffin, Carter. A Smolt there for Sutherlin. And they drop it right in. You know, like you got the feeling like one player thought the other would be there, and that did not happen. 23-22. And now it's tied up.
And after all that, for it to be tied up.
Wow, and of course, in order to take the set, you must win by 2. Griffin, Farmer, that one too deep. And now is the Bulldogs by 1. Oh, they took that one off the board.
They're going to call that one for Cascade.
So a little reversal there.
Interesting.
Griffin, Harrington. Ball into the net, and the Challengers stave off the Bulldogs in the third, and now take a 2-1 lead.
What a turn of events there. You get the reversal, and then becomes set point for Cascade, and then they win the whole thing after that huge Sutherlin run.
What a battle that third set turned out. Well, really, this whole match has been every bit, I think, of what we would expect in terms of the squads tonight in their current state. So we're just moments away from the start of the fourth set this evening. One of the things we want to do is recognize those who support Challenger Athletics, and that includes Metal Masters, Evergreen Bank, Mahar Homes, and D.A. Davidson. At the gold level, it's Russell Brown with Straight Farm, also Adroit Construction, Conrad Morris, and then at the purple level, Central Equipment, Dorner Enterprise, and Harry Gerhard with Farmers Insurance. A couple of moments away from the start of the fourth set of the evening, and we'll be ready to bring that your way after this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
One of our proud sponsors of Table Rock Sports is the Medford Parks and Recreation Department and PlayMedford.com. They've got programs, sports leagues, and activities for everyone in the family. It's all starting up again, so visit PlayMedford.com. That's PlayMedford.com to find out more. We're just a few seconds away from the start of the fourth set. The Challengers up in this one. 2-1 with a victory here in the fourth. They could end up taking this one. On the other hand, we have seen Sutherlin fight hard this evening, and at the very least, they will not be going away quietly, Jonathan.
No, I don't believe they will, and I thought they'd end up taking that set, but of course we saw the reversal, and Cascade able to take that one and kind of stave off that run. We'll see if Sutherlin can continue the momentum here, or if that win boosts Cascade enough to take the whole match.
Sutherlin coming out with Josie Vermillion along the front line. Also in is number 11, Erica Mcdonald. We have Michaela Murphy, number 1. The libero in the white jersey is Haley Smolt. And then there's also Amy Dickover. Griffin with the serve. Sutherlin trying to set up the return, but Carter is there. Griffin sets it up for Harrington. Ball pops up, goes out of bounds. And Challengers score first in the fourth. Griffin. Deep serve with Dick over there. And Carter tries to make a play in the back. Unable to do so, and that'll be tied up at one apiece. Tiana Murphy, across it goes. Harrington. And Sweem, you could see her tapping her chest to say, my bad, as her return ends up going out. Griffin, Farmer. Now Griffin and Sweem. Sutherlin now up 3-1. Tiana Murphy there, keeping it alive as Farmer gets it across with a valiant effort. Farmer sets it up for Griffin, who then turns it for Harrington. Ball pops up. They keep it alive. Across it goes. Griffin sets it up, and Farmer with the power play. I don't know if that's necessarily proper volleyball terminology to borrow a hockey term, but that's what it looked like from here.
Hey, it was a powerful hit.
Yep. My story, and I'm sticking to it. Griffin setting it.
And I'm still learning my soccer terminology for when I do the Cascade games over there, so it's all a learning experience.
That's for sure.
Back when I started, I didn't call it a header. I called it a headbutt by accident for a couple games. Till Joe's like, hey, you know, it's called a header. And I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather say that than headbutt.
Sutherland now up 5-2 here in the fourth, trailing 2-1. Harrington at the net, and the Challengers draw within 2. As Ellie Harrington, the sophomore, gets ready. Smolt thinking about trying to make a play there. And now you see number 4, Kaylee Cuxhausen. Kaylee. And then a Griffin. They just get it across. Here you go. You know that one's coming. And diving attempt by Harrington. Bulldogs up 7-3. Strain. Across it goes. Smolt. And then Rutledge. Griffin setting it up for Carter. And now the Bulldogs are up 8-3. Cuxhausen. And the Challengers having some trouble with the service game of the Bulldogs right now.
Yeah. And it looks like Sutherland building off of that momentum they built late there in the third period. In the third set, I should say.
Cuxhausen, but this one's a little bit short. Down 9-4. Callie Sweem steps up for Cascade. Good strong serve. Rutledge, Swain, Griffin. And nicely dropped in by Maddie Carter.
And this is what they want.
Cascade drawing within 4. Sutherlin making the play, now up 10-5. Michaela Murphy for Sutherlin. Griffin setting it up. A little too far. On the return by Maddie Todd. Griffin for Carter. And she gets it to go. Challengers within 5. Strain. And now the Challengers trying to make a run. Point for Sutherlin. Now they're up by 5. Trying to tie this match up as the Challengers now lead in sets 2-1. Griffin. Carter tried a little finesse play there. Didn't quite work out as she had planned. Griffin. And it ends up out of bounds. 14-7 Bulldogs. John L. scoreboard you can see here in the 4th. Bulldogs in the lead.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Challengers now within 6. Just as we are coming back from the break. Farmer there for Cascade. Griffin. Farmer keeps it alive as Griffin sets it up now for Carter. A smolt there for Sutherlin. And a nice block by Farmer at the net on the attempt by Dickover. But Bulldogs get the point there as KB Rutledge serves. Griffin over to Harrington. Ball's tipped around but kept alive. Carter, Griffin, Farmer. And now Challengers trail 15-9. Croy will come out now. Sweem is in. Smolt tries to set it up for a return. And it's stick over for Sutherlin, extending their lead to 7. Checking in is Tiana Murphy. Checking out is Josie Vermillion. Sweem setting it up at the net, and Farmer with a nice play. Madison Todd back in. Farmer serving. Smolt. Griffin. And we get a carry against Sutherlin as they draw within 5. Dickover. She's been the go-to this evening, and she makes a nice play there. Serving is Smolt. Ball winds up in the net as the Bulldogs extend their lead to 7. Misplay by the Challengers. Now it's an 8-point set as the Bulldogs intend to tie it up at 2 apiece if they can for the decisive 5th set. Play by Griffin. Sutherlin and the Challengers draw within 7. Harrington, cross it goes. This one goes Sutherland's way as the Bulldogs are now up by 8. Getting ready to serve is Kaylee Cuxhausen. Strain, Griffin, Carter. Rutledge is there for Sutherlin. Ball's up high. Griffin makes a play on it. And Strain. Her attempt at a return ends up in the net as the Bulldogs stand 4 points away from knotting up tonight's match. Strain. Todd. And Sutherlin with a strong set in the 4th. Tiana Murphy does a nice job of keeping it alive for Sutherlin. Carter, over it goes to Smolt. Tiana Murphy there. And it goes out of bounds. Saying last touched by the Challengers. Cuxhausen. Strain for Cascade. And Harrington's return winds up in the net. Now game point for the Bulldogs. That serve is short. Challengers with a mountain to climb, trailing by 11, but certainly not impossible. Rutledge. And the Bulldogs have evened up this match. After 4 sets, it is the Challengers 2, the Bulldogs 2. We'll be back after this timeout on Table Rock Sports.
At Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford, we've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
To get from here to there. By using public transit, bicyclists can go farther, save money, and improve the environment. RVTD. Here to get you there.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
You need to get from here to there. Using public transit to get to and from work gives you peace of mind and can save you money. RVTD. Here to get you there.
Well, it all comes down to this, the 5th and decisive set of the night, as the Challengers and Bulldogs are knotted up at 2 apiece. The Challengers take the first and third sets. The Bulldogs the second and fourth, and they'll open with service with Tiana Murphy here in the 5th. Harrington. And the Bulldogs score first. Up it goes. A little miscommunication by the Challengers. Tiana Murphy. Harrington. Ball tipped around. Smolt there. And Griffin tries to keep it alive, but it goes out. And now the Bulldogs are up 3-zip.
You know, it seems like ever since, even though Cascade won that third set, ever since Sutherlin made that big comeback, they've had all the momentum here.
Carter with an attempt out of play there, and it ends up coming up short. Murphy. And Harrington electing to see if that one wouldn't go out, and it stayed in, and the Bulldogs are now up 5-0. Harrington, Griffin. Ball at the net. Griffin sets it up for Farmer. She drops it in. Challengers with their first point of the set. Molly Griffin, freshman setter. Good serve. There is Murphy. Griffin sets it up. Sweem. Murphy. Griffin. Harrington. And a point awarded to the challengers. Challengers trail 5-2. Griffin, Smolt is there. Murphy. Carter makes a nice play on it. And that return, a little too strong by Harrington. (6-2) Sutherlin advantage. Griffin sets it up. Farmer. And the Challengers score. Farmer. To the back line it goes. Ball's out of bounds. Well played by Cascade as they draw within 2. Point for Cascade. I think this is a good test for them, Jonathan. They're really getting, after cruising along for quite some time, they're getting their resolve tested. And
yeah. And you mentioned it, they're going to go upstate later and play a couple more tough teams. This is definitely a good test to kind of get them ready for that. And hopefully have a couple players back by then.
Yes, yes.
Because you look at how short their bench depth is right now as they score another point.
And take the lead.
Sutherlin has a lot more reserves today.
Right. Challengers with 4 of their players gone for spring break. A net ball on the serve ties it up at 7. So the Challengers have fought their way back into this 5th and deciding set. And Cuxhausen goes now for Sutherlin. Strain. Griffin. And a point to Sutherlin. Serve is short. Ellie Harrington walks past the back line. Gets ready for Cascade. Jump serve. And Smolt tries to make a play on it, but it spins backwards as Cascade goes up by 1. Strain tries to make a play for the Challengers. Now the match knotted up. Can't get any closer than this. Michaela Murphy now for Sutherlin. Strain, Griffin, Carter. Kept alive. And the Challengers prevail. And go up by 1. Kelly Sweem, Challenger Junior. Griffin will set it up for Carter. But Smolt is there. Strain for Carter. Almost dropped that one in, but it stays alive. Carter one more time, and she gets it to go. Up by 2, or is Cascade Christian here in the 5th and final set. Callie Swain for Cascade. Good serve. Cuxhausen there tries to help set up the return. Griffin. Harrington. And the Bulldogs able to drop that one in and draw within 1. Into the match is Millie Croy, number 15 for Cascade. Now the match is tied. Sutherlin tried to break back out on top with Haley Smote. Up it goes. Cuxhausen, Smolt. Griffin over to Carter. But Murphy's there. Nice play by Croy, but it is the Bulldogs breaking the log jam to go up 12-11. Net ball, and now the match is tied. Madeline Strain, transfer from South Medford last year, so her second year in the Challenger program. Smoke tries to keep it alive, but that does not go as intended for Haley Smoke. And now the Challengers lead by 1. Good serve, and a nice play by Farmer. Puts the Challengers up by 2. Madeline Strain. Smolt. Dick over. Griffin for Carter. And now the Challengers are up by 3. And a timeout is called. John L. Scott scoreboard. Challengers up by 3. We'll be back after this timeout on
At Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford, we've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Okay, Jonathan, I think we're going to need a clarification here. It's 15-12, and everybody's acting like the match is over.
Yeah, we've seen it today. It definitely is not over until it's over.
Right. Well, I tell you what. Let's go to break real quick, and I'll find out what's going on here. Because, like I said,
Oh, you mean from a technical standpoint? I see what you're saying now. I'm not sure either. They reset the scoreboard and the clock and everything.
Yeah, I
thought you meant from a competitive standpoint. Now I'm seeing it.
Well, let me find out what's going on. And we'll be right back in about 60 seconds.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernoregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Well, who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Jonathan McCrary, Jim McCoy here. And I just learned tonight that on the fifth set, they played a 15.
Well, all right then. That means the home team, Cascade Christian, comes out of here with a win.
Yes, they do. And so congratulations to the challengers. They fought off a real challenge from the Sutherlin Bulldogs. We'll pull up the John L. Scott scoreboard, and you can see the result. It was a back-and-forth night.
Mm-hmm.
Challengers taking the first and the third sets. Sutherlin in the second and the fourth. Both teams competing hard and all throughout the match. We talked about volleyball being a game of runs, and we certainly saw it there tonight.
Yeah, about as even as you could have wanted throughout the game, and the home fans leave here happy. Cascade Christian comes away with a win, a little short-handed, but I saw some things I liked from their team today, and a lot of resilience, even with less subs, and they're able to come out here with a win.
Yep, nice win for the Challengers, who remain undefeated now. That whole set streak that they had going for a while, that's by the boards now. But you knew that wasn't going to last forever. That's like a hitting streak in baseball. It's like, that's eventually going to be, or over the course of a long season, hardly anybody ever is going to go 16-0 in the NFL. Sooner or later, even the best teams end up falling. But nonetheless, the Challengers, though, able to extend their perfect streak on the season. They did it without 4 all-star caliber players in their lineup who are all on family vacations right now, with it being spring break. Again, Challengers, the younger Challengers getting an opportunity tonight, and it was a real battle for it at times, but they passed the test.
Yeah, and you need these kind of tests throughout the season. Those streaks are nice, and not having your opponent win a set, but these are the kind of games that get you ready for the postseason later on.
Indeed, and we'll be finding out here very soon all the specifics of the culminating week, but athletic directors, OSAA, hard at work throughout the state to give these kids something that, feels like as much of a regular season as they can have.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, that'll go ahead and wrap things up. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Nate Maben, the high school athletic director here at Cascade, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. Special thanks to head coaches for Kathy Rice with Sutherlin and also for Rob Klecker at Cascade Christian. Tune in tomorrow for more Table Rock Sports. Check out our homepage at TableRockSports.net, and you'll see the full menu. I know, I kind of got skin in that game that the Challenger boys soccer team will be in action against their crosstown rivals. And so that will be going on, and we've got plenty of other action that will be coming up later in the week. As a matter of fact, as far as volleyball goes, the Challengers will be out again on Thursday night and we will be here. Again, it's the Challengers winning in 5 sets on the John L. Scott scoreboard. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Executive producer is Joe Brett. With Jonathan McCrary, I'm Jim McCoy saying thanks for watching. Good night from Cascade Christian High School in Medford, Oregon.